So thank you for your question, Mr. Kola. You asked that as a motivator, can you tell us some of the feedback that is gratifying and at the moment encouraging you to do more? I met someone in our church. Let me start with the latest today. So today at church, in our church, it was a bit of a celebration, celebrating 6 months among my church family, the women group, thanking God. So a few of them gave a feedback saying that she read the book and she knew someone at work who lost somebody and felt this might be able to be a blessing to that person. And she gave it to this person to read. And it helped this person to see grief in a different dimension. He helped this person to see that she's not the only one feeling the way she's feeling. I was a bit personal, vulnerable in the Widow to Warrior book. So I shared some of my lived experience. And that person was able to identify and relate and felt this is the same thing I'm going through or that I've gone through. And listening to or reading about how this person cope, he felt that's going to help in the journey of loss. So I was really encouraged by that to say, oh, if this is one of the reasons, then thank God for the opportunity to be a blessing to my generation. Thank you. I don't know if that answers some of the questions. Please, if you are online, please identify you are here and feel free to ask any question.
Hello, everyone. I want to announce to
Sorry, bear with me.
You can go for health, by the way.
So we're celebrating the Widow to Warrior book, Transforming Grief to Strength. This book has been on in the last 6 months. 6 months, Widow to Warrior has been published. It's been used to support anybody in the journey of loss. So loss could be losing someone close to you, someone in relationship with you, either at work, family, or people that you know. You could lose dream, you can lose opportunity, you can lose visions, you can lose business opportunity, you can lose yourself in yourself. So Widow to Warrior is a book to help everyone in the journey of loss. Is to help people to grieve, is to help people to get themselves to be able to breathe, to be able to feel, and to be able to reflect and heal. So anybody in the journey of loss, doesn't mean you lose a husband. The book itself is Transforming Grief to Strength. Transforming Grief to Strength, Widow to Warrior. So it allows people to be able to transform grief to strength. So it's a story of resilience, how to build resilience during your time of loss. The Widow to Warrior book will help anybody to heal, will help anybody in the journey of loss to transform, to become and to get better, to be able to process grief. It's from a lived experience. It's an opportunity to relate and identify network that can help people to utilize the support system and the community in which they are to be able to feel better in their grief journey. Widow to Warrior, Transforming Grief to Strength. The book, Widow to Warrior, Transforming Grief to Strength, in the last 6 months, now has a journal that helps anyone journey in the stage of grief to feel, to heal, and to become. It helps to build resilience. It helps to document. In my journey, journaling was one skill, one tool that helped me to heal. I write here, there will be days when writing feels heavy, days when emotions rise unexpectedly, days when you may not want to close the page. That's okay. Because strength is not always loud. We are allowed to breathe, to feel. We have emotions. Emotion of crying, happy, sad, heavy, discouraged, feeling like talking to somebody, not feeling like talking to somebody. Anybody in the journey of grief navigates different moods. But how do we manage this mood so it doesn't impact in a long term on our health? Strength is simply showing up and allowing yourself to feel. So some people will feel, okay, because I'm crying doesn't mean I do not have strength. We are selling the message to you that you are transforming grief to strength. That is the purpose of the book, Transforming Grief to Strength. So when you say, I have the strength, it doesn't mean you don't cry. It doesn't mean you don't feel bad. It does not mean you don't feel discouraged. It doesn't mean you're not feeling down. It's just to let you know that when you show up, it's strength. So your journey starts here. You're allowed to grieve. You're allowed to heal, and you're allowed to rebuild. That is what the Widow to Warrior book is asking us to do. You're allowed to become someone new. Because you lose that opportunity, because you lose that dream, because you missed that opportunity and the goal before because your husband or your wife or you have lost a child died, doesn't mean you cannot transform grief to strength. You can transform grief to strength. This is a focused book, and it can be used in a long time. That's the journal that comes with the Widow to Warrior book. It can be used in your own space. It was created from a deep sense of reflection to help you reflect, to build resilience, and to transform. You can leave any question in the group. If you want any conversation or any area that you want me to address today, while we celebrate 6 months of the Widow to Warrior book. You are not alone. My message for you today if you are in the journey of loss, you are not alone. What you are going through, someone through is going through. What you are going through, someone through have gone past that stage. What you are going through, someone is still going to go through that stage. But we are saying that whatever stage you are in the journey of grief, in the journey of becoming, you are not alone in the journey. The Widow to Warrior book is to help you to feel, to heal, and to rebuild. Your story is not over because you lost somebody, because you lost that opportunity, because you lost that thing that is precious to you, because your partner passed on, because you are grieving a child, because you are grieving over a dream that didn't come to pass, because you are grieving over the job opportunity that you lost. Your story is not over. Your story is not over. And your strength can rise again. The book Widow to Warrior, title Transforming Grief to Strength. Transforming grief to strength. So it helps you to transform your grief when you lose an opportunity. And every moment, every second, you complain about it. A couple of months ago, my drum broke mistakenly. Left it somewhere and someone got it spoiled. But every day I was talking about it. It was a drum, but I never knew I could mourn a drum like that. I was like, oh my God. Oh, seriously, at the point they were like, why are you grieving like this? It's only a drum, but it was something important to me. So I'm saying to you, if you are grieving over somebody, over something, over situation, over job opportunity, please, please, please be reminded that you can rise again, that you can be better, that you are not the only one going through that circumstance, that your story is not yet over, and that your strength can rise again. You do not need to have everything figured out. How to process grief. It comes in different shapes, form, and different circumstance time. It's in the morning, some people feel so bad. At night, some people feel terrible. But just be reminded, you don't have to rush your healing. If you are transforming grief to strength, you do not need to rush your healing. Healing is a process. You get support from community. You get support from network group. You get support from people. You get support from services, therapy to help you transform grief to strength. You don't need to rush your healing. Just show up. Live each day at a time. I learned that. You're a whole human being. Because someone is happy now, doesn't mean the person can't be sad in the evening. Because you are feeling high now, doesn't mean you will not feel low later in the evening. But let me tell you, just show up one moment at a time. Show up one day at a time. Show up for yourself. Show up for your well being. Show up for your children. Show up for the people that love you. Before I round up tonight, I want to say you are not alone. You are becoming. You are becoming. You are becoming. Widow to Warrior book is available online on Selfany. It's available on Seller. It's available on Instagram. For you to follow some clips on Instagram. You can download the book, audiobook on Kindle. It's available on Seller. So you can get the journal as well on Amazon. If you say you can't read it, it's not a very big book. It's a part one of a part two book, Widow to Warrior. And the part two is Warrior to Triumph. That will be coming out later. But it's not a big book. You can get this book. You can get the physical copy posted to you in Nigeria, in London, or in America. You can get this book posted to you. It's available as well on Amazon. You can download the audio copy on Seller. You can listen to it. Just as you are hearing my voice recording is there. You can listen to the audio book. You can as well get the journal. The journal that comes with the book, Grief Journal. Journaling helps to feel, to heal. Journaling helps you to rise again. Remember, the title of the book is Transforming Grief to Strength. Transforming Grief to Strength. Please ask your question, make your contribution. Please ask your question, leave your comments in the group. Widow to Warrior, Transforming Grief to Strength. Grief. Everybody deals with grief differently. Everybody deals with grief differently. Please remember that there is a community that can support you. Remember that you do not need to do this alone. Remember that the support is there for you. So if you are enjoying this conversation, please like the YouTube channel. Follow us on Widow to Warrior on YouTube. It's live as we speak. Please, the YouTube channel, there are lots of videos that can help someone in the YouTube channel. Please, Widow to Warrior, it's available. Please leave your comments so we can reach more people. Please, we want to reach more people with the message of rebuilding. I am committed to use my lived experience. I'm committed to use my professional knowledge. I am committed to use my platform to help people to build resilience. Please, let us do it together. Let us help people to build resilience. Let us help people to heal. And let us help people to become. People can be better in the journey of loss. We do not want to lose ourselves in ourselves. Please, if you are enjoying this conversation on the YouTube channel, if you are enjoying this, please like and subscribe to Widow to Warrior YouTube channel. There are lots of videos in there. There are a lot of messages in there that will help you to feel to heal. Everybody is at different stage in their grief journey. Grief is universal. How we process it is different. Impact on mental health, impact on physical health, impact on emotional well-being, it impacts on financial status of people. Grief impacts on so many things. Someone that is not happy, that is dealing with mental health, will not be able to go to work when he's not in a good mood, will be feeling not up to task to be able to deliver. There's a risk of losing that job. Someone that is grieving and is unwell, how will you be able to look after the family? Please, there is a need for us to support our community. There's a need for us to support people. Please, let us leave our comments in the group. Let us leave our comments in the group. Feel free to ask questions. Remember, today I said it's exactly 6 months. Exactly 6 months that the Widow to Warrior book was launched. So this live stream is the first coffee chat, virtual coffee session with the author. What are you having? I want people to put in the group, are you having coffee, tea, or a cup of water? It's a virtual session with the author to talk about the Widow to Warrior. It's been 6 months. 6 months of supporting people, individuals, families in the journey of loss. And feel free to reach out to me. You can send a message if you need support, if you want to be signposted. Widow to Warrior, Transforming Grief to Strength. Let's support one another. Let's support our community. Widow to Warrior, Transforming Grief to Strength. This book will help you to build resilience. This book will help you to transform. This book will help you to heal. If you know anybody in the journey of loss, let us support. It's a journey. It is a lonely journey. It is a journey that no one plans for. It is a crossroad, a detour in life's journey, because people do not plan grief. People do not plan loss. Even people that have been told or given a date, predicted end of life date. The doctor can predict, but nobody wants to lose somebody. I'm just saying that people that experience loss, nobody plans it. Nobody wants it. Let us support anybody in the journey of loss. The grief journal is available. It will help people that are grieving to feel, to heal, and to rise. In the book journal, it says there are moments in life that changes everything. Moments that leave questions, that leave silence. There are moments when you feel a deep sense of loss. You feel empty. You feel devastated. You feel, what is the next step? Or you feel, how can I become again? How can I rise again? But in that moment, something within you remains. There is still something in you. This journal is a guide to anyone navigating grief, anyone navigating healing. If you are here today and you have any question, please put it in the chat box. Put it in the group and we can answer it. This will help you to reflect. This is a reflective tool for anybody. It helps you to honestly express your feeling and give you a space to process your emotions. That's what the grief journal will do. It will help you to rebuild your strength. Remember, the book title is Transforming Grief to Strength, and it will help you to rediscover what is still possible. There is a life after loss. It will help you to rediscover what is still possible. You are not alone. Your story is not over, and strength can rise again. If you are on this conversation tonight, this is the 6th month exactly that Widow to Warrior book was launched. Widow to Warrior book, Transforming Grief to Strength. Widow to Warrior book and the Grief Journal. Transforming Grief to Strength. Let's invite people to join. Let's invite others to join this chat group, please. Let us invite our friends to join this chat group, please. I will leave the chat group open for 2 minutes while we listen to this song for another 2 minutes. I'm just playing something on YouTube in the back screen. Yesterday, today, and forevermore is what you do. Never. You're faithful to the end. Yeah, today and forevermore. What you say is what you do. Wonderful. Yes, you faithful to be yourself. I am going to be you're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to disappoint me. You put yourself in my life. You're too faithful to disappoint me. You're too faithful to disappoint me. You're mine. You're too faithful to you're too faithful to fail. Yourself in my life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That is just to reassure you. I am a person of faith. I am a Christian, and the God factor is something I cannot take out of my widowhood journey. So all I have gone through during my widowhood journey, the process that I went through was because God helped me. Was because my faith in God sustained me. So I rose again because of the faith in God that helped me to stand up. I am where I am today because God helped me. So I cannot trade my faith in God for anything. So in the book that I have written, Widow to Warrior Transforming Grief to Strength, if you get the book, let me say, you would read about my faith popping up in the conversation. This is a lived experience that I've shared in this story, Transforming Grief to Strength. And I'm happy to say that if you read it, it will point you towards my faith because God helped me to where I am today. This book, like I said, Widow to Warrior Transforming Grief to Strength, was launched with the backing of God. The Bible that backs my faith as a Christian tells us that through the comfort that you have received, you are able to comfort others. I have heard people say that you can teach people from your experience. It is easy because you have gone through it. I am not referring to people's story. I'm referring to a widowed journey that I have gone through. And this book today is 6 months. 6 months, celebrating 6 months. So on the 7th of December 2025, the book was launched. And since then, we have tried to reach out to support people in the journey of loss. So when the book came out, with the backing of God and support from friends, family, I knew I needed to make an impact with the book. I was convinced that God would want to use this book to reach out to people. So I grew up from a family of philanthropists, people who support people. So for years, I have been supporting widows from my pocket, not a charity. The last 8 years now, there are people who have a meal from my salary, who eat, who I support with what I earn, who have Christmas, who have things, who have clothing for Christmas, elderlies, because I support them. So when I knew I have the backing of God and I was going to reach out through this book, I was determined to use the proceeds to support people as well. Not because I do not need money, but because there are a lot of people that need the support out there. So the book came out December 7th, 2025. And with donations with the book, we have been able to have a Christmas event for widows in different parts of the world, in Nigeria specifically, in different states. And again, on Mother's Day, we had an empowerment program in March. From the proceeds of the book, we were able to put meals on people's table. We know health is wealth. And from a clinician background, I realized that there's a lot that needs to be discussed with the health of the people that are journeying through loss, emotional wellness, physical wellness. Some people cannot even afford to have their health check done. So on Mother's Day, we had an event promoting health and well-being, and we have an empowerment session, and we have donations to people who are able to benefit from the proceeds. So when I ask people to buy this book, we are helping people to transform grief to strength, physical strength, strength that they get from feeding with good food, strength that they get from getting their health check and getting some medicine. Some people went on with supplements because we can't prescribe straight away. It was the basic health check, blood pressure, diabetic, blood sugar testing, height, weight. We did not let them go like that without providing supplements to help them to boost their nutritional state. So, if you are supporting this book, if you are buying this book, if you have bought it, thank you. If you plan to buy it, it is a book to make an impact. As people read it, they know that they can get better. And the proceed from it would help some other people to be able to get better as well in practical terms. I would be ending this session very soon, but I promise to read from this book. Covered, I'm opening this so that I can read to you today about the warrior's awakening. On page 72, purpose came alive when I realized that time is not endless. Healing was never meant to end in comfort. It was meant to lead to calling. Once God restored my strength, I understood that being alive meant I had an assignment. When you are alive, you have an assignment. Whatever the situation you are in, you have an assignment. Just to digress a little bit, after church today, I went for a burial of a family member who died yesterday. The person had to be buried today. The journey in the graveyard stirred up some thought in me, stirred up the purpose in me again. Seeing multitudes of people, I saw fresh graves. I saw children graves, elderly graves. I walked around and I am like, whatever the situation, you are still alive. You have a purpose. You have breath in you. You have a purpose. I watched someone being carried, being prayed over. being intermented, laid, covered, and left alone on the ground today. And that ignited purpose in me that because I live, I have hope. Because I'm alive, I still have hope. So if you are there, whatever the situation you are in, if you're out there and you think hope is lost, please be reminded that there is a purpose for you being alive. Please be reminded that you have a future ahead of you. Please use your time. Please use your opportunity. Please believe again and do not give up on yourself. A healed person does not just thank God for healing, she lets her healing heal others. And that's what I'm doing by sharing my lived experience through the book Widow to Warrior, Transforming Grief to Strength. When I got better, I began to get better. I began to see the other side of things. I began to live differently with focus. I began to live with urgency and with joy because every new day is a divine opportunity to do something that pleases God. No one models urgency better than Jesus. I'm reading from my book, page 73. In the Bible, John chapter 4, verse 34. He says, my food is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work. So even when others wanted Jesus to pause and eat, he refused to let distractions slow his mission. He lived with a sense of urgency. Jesus knew that his time on earth was short, and he made every moment count. As I wind up tonight, please make every moment count. Jesus' sense of urgency wasn't fair. I am not trying to create fear in you with what I said about going to the graveside. It's just stirred up urgency in me to do what God wants me to do, to be more focused. And that's why I am asking you today, and that is why I'm appealing to you today, that you are alive and that things can get better, and that situation you are in can get better, and that if you are feeling down, you can heal again, and that in whatever state you are, you can rise, you can become, you can feel. You are not the only one in this journey. I want to live with urgency, with eyes focused, with what God will do through me. With this, I will end. Get the Widow to Warrior book, signpost people to support services, encourage people at whatever stage they are, they've got hope. Does anybody have any question? As we round up, please can you put an emoji in the chat room? Please, let's leave an emoji. Let me know I'm speaking to people. Please leave an emoji in the group. If you're on, leave me an emoji, put a comment in there. Thank you for being a blessing. Thank you, Brother Victor. Let's leave an emoji. I would finish up with this song. Okay? Say it again. Thank you for joining me again. I will be rounding up now. There's a question in the chat about somebody who has lost a child. I empathize with that person. My sincere condolence goes to such person at this time. And I pray that the God of all comfort will comfort that person that has lost a child. All I will say is allow yourself to grieve in your own way. Do not compare someone's grief to another. That is a gift from God. Your child, you have lost your child, and it's so sad to hear that news. Take each day at a time. Please accept support from friends and families. Anybody that have lost somebody, sometimes we want to get closed up to mourn alone. Please let's accept support from families. If you know anybody that have lost somebody, you might be that change that that person needs. You might say I've not lost somebody, but you might be that change that that person needs. That smile, that hello, that how are you doing, that wave, that hug, that attention you give might be what somebody grieving needs. I've been in so many spaces at different times that a friend's smile and a question about how are you doing today brought me to tears. So you don't know what people are going through. Oh, I see you. You are doing well. Were words that help me in the journey of grief. To say, oh, someone saw me. Someone noticed I'm struggling. Oh, so I'm not just coming into this space and leaving. Someone noticed something about me, kept me going. You don't know that change you are to somebody in your journey. Please be that change. So if anybody has lost somebody, please reach out for support. The journey is tough, it's a lonely journey. There are communities, there are services that you can get signposted to on the grief journey. Riders, cruise bereavement, way. I recommend Way Charity to that person. So there are charities that can help. Cruise bereavement help children. Parents that have lost children. Please seek professional support. It is overwhelming. I put there if you are over feeling overwhelmed. People on the journey of grief get overwhelmed. The thought of it, dealing with the loss, accepting the grief alone, it's stressful. Please seek support. Speak to somebody. I saw a therapist. Feel, heal, become. Widow to warrior. I'll be ending on this note. Virtual coffee with the author. I don't know if anybody has any conversation. Thank you, brother Sam, for your emoji. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. As we round up, is there any other final question? Any word for anybody that is grieving? Is there anybody there that has advice to live in the group? Widow to warrior, transforming grief to strength. Live event today celebrating 6 months. 6 months of Widow to Warrior book. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being part of this journey. We really, really appreciate you. You can watch all the videos and reels that is on the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. I beg you. Like the videos, subscribe so that you will be alerted whenever anything is uploaded. Please signpost us. If there's anybody that needs the support, reach out and in any way or capacity. I am committed to use my lived experience. I am committed to use my professional knowledge. And I'm committed to use my platform, which is one of this platform I'm using, the YouTube channel, to support anybody, I mean everyone in the journey of loss, so that we can build resilience, so we can heal, so we can transform and become better. Because we live, there is hope. We are better than people who are in the grave. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you again at another time. Thank you for the congratulatory message, and thank you for everyone who joins this live streaming today. Thank you. Do have a lovely evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your month. And enjoy life to its full. Living in health, living purposefully, living intentionally. Because you are alive, you are better than a dead person. I said earlier, I attended a funeral today. I had a visit to the graveyard, and my purpose is reignited again. Because I live, I am better than anyone dead. Because you are alive, even though you are grieving somebody, you are alive for a message. You are alive for a purpose. Loss is painful. Grief is uncomfortable. The journey of loss is lonely, is tragic. But don't waste your pain. Live purposefully. God bless you. May this not have finished tonight. I say a word of prayer. We've been on this stream for the last 1 hour, the last 85 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Thank you for all of you that joined. Hope you enjoyed the music. If there's any comment, any feedback, any way you can support the growth of the Widow to Warrior book and the channels and resources, please reach out. God bless you. See you again. See you again. Bye. Let's say bye. Let's wave. Let's see a wave in the chat room to say bye. Let's leave a bye emoji in the chat room as a round up. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone that joined today. We'll finish it now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you are still online, let's leave a chat, a comment in the chat room. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Mr. Kola. Bye, Mr. Sam. Bye, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you.